As a survivor and an advocate for victims, Ashley has devoted more than a decade to her quest for justice. Now she has written a book about her experiences and is here to share her story with us. Ashley, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So to start off, not everyone knows your story. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened to you and your family?
Yes, on May 19th of 2002, my father and family friend were murdered in my childhood home in Conway, Arkansas. And approximately 30 days later, my mom was kidnapped from her home in Salt Lake City, Utah, and driven across state lines to Douglas County, Nevada. So within 30 days, everything, my entire life was essentially just ripped out from underneath me.
You have been through so much, things that people can't even imagine going through. And someone who has been through that amount of trauma would usually just put it in the past and move on, but you decided to write a book. Why did you decide to write this book?
Because when my father was murdered, when Timmy Wayne was murdered, and my mom was kidnapped, a part of my life died. Everything I knew completely changed. And I didn't immediately write a book. It's been almost 20 years. But due to the fact that I was kept out of the courtroom for the trial of my dad and Timmy Wayne, I didn't know all the facts. I didn't know all the information. And in order for me to reclaim my life and truly recover, I felt like I needed to go back and see what happened in each of those individual crimes. So the best way to go about it, I thought, was write a book.
You wrote a book.
Yeah.
And this book, you used your strength to write this book to help you recover and to possibly help others.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that this book helped you recover. What other steps did you take for recovery during this difficult time?
There's a lot of different things that I did that did not work. And I think in the book, people will see that. I just think that recovery really isn't the best word to use because you don't recover from a murder. Recover to me would mean that you are getting something back. So for me, it's more reclaiming my life and becoming more stable and to be at a place where I can handle things that would trigger me. I have PTSD and general anxiety disorder, so just writing to help me. It's more like a journal is what it was like. When you read it, it reads like a journal except for the FOIA request and the facts that are in the book.
That word reclaiming is so powerful, and that's what you've been doing when you wrote this book, and talking about it is reclaiming that part, your life back.
Yes.
So where can we find this book?
It is on Amazon, Dolly's bookstore up in Park City, and Barnes & Noble.
Well, Ashley, you are so strong. Thank you so much for sharing your story, not only with us, but in the book you wrote. We are so appreciative of you taking the time to be with us today.
I really appreciate you having me. Thank you.
Thank you so much.